I guess in particular, what have you thought of Devin Lloyd and Sewell at linebacker?
Those two at linebacker, they're really, really good players. But overall, as a defense, they're very active, very disciplined. And they're ball hawks. They fly to the ball, and they play as one. So just working that throughout the week, preparing ourselves for that.
It's a game you feel like every game physicality, is a big importance, but the team that kind of dominates the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball, offense you, defense you, is that kind of like maybe the key of this game is who can be the most consistent there?
I would say so, yes. And I would say even from knowing this matchup historically, it's always been that way. So, yeah.
You're always confident in your own line. You guys have played really, really well the last month. What has been for Saleh in particular, but really, I mean, he's neutralized a lot of the better pass rushers. He's probably going to face Tafua a lot this week.
Mm-hmm.
How key has he been to keeping you clean throughout the last several games?
Very key. He's been working really hard in practice, working on new techniques, working on different forms and a whole bunch of other things to keep me clean, and he's been executing it really well.
What do you see out of Devin Lloyd on tape when you guys were watching this week?
Extremely talented, huge kid. He's fast, and he's just a ball player. And he's one thing I do know, he's going to get after it on defense. So,
how much extra emphasis is there when you're playing a guy like that? I mean, it's probably the same way that a lot of teams try to game plan against KT.
I would say basically what you said. It's a lot of emphasis on it, and just trying to figure out a way to neutralize him.
The new rankings came out. Go ahead.
Your thoughts on the departure of Micah Pittman?
I'm not going to speak on it right now, but yeah.
The new rankings came out last night. Utah's now number 23. You guys are number 3. I know it's a whole want-to-know mentality. It's week by week. But how important is it having a top 25 matchup with this backstretch of the season approaching?
I would just say it's important because it's the game, it's our matchup in the Pac-12 that everybody's been looking forward to, I guess, for a long time. And it's right in front of us. It's right there for us to go after it and just get after it against these guys. So they're a really good team, and it's an important game, especially with them being ranked and us being ranked as well. So,
do you guys feel like there's a target on your back?
It's always going to be a target on somebody's back.
But considering the stakes and what is possible in these next few weeks of a college football playoff?
I would say so, but it doesn't feel that way, given just the way people have been viewing us as a team, which is fine. I'm not really too worried about it, but just going out there and handling our business and figuring out what we can do for ourselves. So.
You go against them in practice every day, but what strides have you seen the defense make throughout this season?
They communicate really, really well. That's been a huge thing, especially in practice. They've been playing very instinctive and just understanding the situations, and their situational awareness has increased tremendously, and they've been getting great at it. So.
3 or 4 weeks, you've been really effective in the run game. Do you feel like that added wrinkle to the offense has maybe opened things up even more for Dye and Cardwell to run because so much attention has to be on you as a runner as well?
I would say so. Now it's one more person to worry about, so obviously you can't just have 2 people worrying about a running back and just leaving the quarterback alone. So I would say just being a part of the run game and affecting the defense as much as I can is good for us.
When you carry the ball 17 times, how much more do you feel that on Sunday than you do in a week when you're dropping back more? To you?
Kind of, not really. We work out a lot, so I prepare my body for this, and it doesn't really affect me as much.
Is that? I mean, it seems like you carrying the ball so much is a somewhat recent development. Is that something that you planned on doing all year long, and now your body's just ready whenever you have to do it?
It's not something I planned on, but it just happened to happen, and just been ready for it.
Do you enjoy running over people? Seems like you kind of seek out kind of that style.
It's not that I enjoy running over people. I'd just rather not get hit in the head while I'm trying to slide and falling asleep on the field. So Yeah.
You guys are obviously a pretty run-heavy team. As the leader of the offense, how do you kind of keep everyone engaged, even if the ball isn't coming their way sometimes?
Shoot. I would say just focusing on what you can control right in front of you, and understanding that your opportunity is going to come.
What's more fun? Scoring a touchdown yourself, running it in, or throwing a pass?
Throwing. 100%.
What makes it more exciting?
It's not just my touchdown, it's somebody else's. So it's always good when somebody else can celebrate their execution and what they did in that play.